The crypto space is back with another Nemesis update for you guys. So previously we bought Nemesis again. I covered it on the dip that it had a massive dip recently, and I was like, yo, now's a good time to enter Nemesis. It dropped below 2 million, and I was like, yo, that's a good buy, right? And you know, it got bought up a bit, and it's holding right now at 2.2 mil market cap. I still think this is going to be a massive gem, guys. I really do think that is the case. Again, this is technically, you know, not even technically, this is an investment of A16Z. District XYZ is a branch under A16Z, and with their builder fund, Nemesis is one of the projects that is invested by the builder fund, right? So it is basically invested, A16Z is basically invested in Nemesis, right? And I would think with them being, they have such a track record of successful investments, I would not bet against Nemesis being a massive gem because of the track record that A16Z has as investors, right? Now, obviously, track record, all of that could go out the window, right? You could be one of the best investors, etc. Because crypto is not, you know, crypto is so highly speculative and highly volatile. Nothing is guaranteed. Even that may not be enough for the project to see success, right? But I'm taking the bet here, in my opinion. I'm taking the bet on Nemesis here. One of the base chain projects that has actual utility. The protocol for the Perp, the Omni Perp DEX is going live into testnet. Then it will be going public very soon. So I think positioning yourself before that takes place, in my opinion, is a great idea. You know, these videos aren't getting much views, but I'm still covering Nemesis here because I still hold my bag from whenever I first talked about it. I still hold a little bit of my bag, you know, that I had when I first talked about it, right? So I'm going to keep the updates happening because it's only, you know, out of nowhere Nemesis starts to skyrocket, and then all of a sudden there's, you know, a ton of people talking about it. The videos are getting a ton of views, and people are gonna be like, well, how did I not know about this project? And again, I mentioned Surge. It was similar to Surge, right? It's really similar to what happened with Surge, where, you know, I talked about Surge, right, at like 5 cent, right? Talked about Surge at around 5 cent. It fell all the way down to 3 cent, went back up to 4 cent, and now look at it. It's up at 11 cent, right? Just had to be extremely patient here. And Surge potentially is going to go to $1 from here, in my opinion. 50 cents to $1, right? So that 5 cent entry, right, would be, what is that? A 20x, right? 50 cents would be 10x. $1, yeah, 20x at $1, right? So again, it could be potentially the same thing here that you see with Nemesis, right? Not much people paying attention. There's smart money that accumulates, etc. The protocol goes live. They start making revenue. They start generating revenue from the Omni Perp DEX, and then all of a sudden, you know, now that they're generating revenue, that could help the chart, help marketing, help growing out the protocol, help with exchange listings, etc., etc. And then you have a successful project on your hands. So I think Nemesis is in a great spot here, still on a nice dip. What you do in crypto, right, to be successful, you buy those dips, right? You don't FOMO in the green days, you buy the red days, right? So that recent entry that we did at under 2 mil, already in a bit of profit there, right? So that's how you have to trade these markets. Again, these markets are extremely difficult. You have to be as strategic as possible, and you have to be as best as you can be, because you're trading against, the people that you're trading against are highly intelligent, highly skilled traders, right? So you have to do your best to be successful on these trades, because remember, in order for you to win, someone else has to lose. So you have to be the best at what you do, right, in these markets. So as always, guys, I think Nemesis is a great bet. Like I said, the potential for 100 mil market cap is there, if not a billion market cap. It's truly possible, right? But obviously, you know, 50 mil to 100 mil, very much more realistic. So 50 mil to 100 mil would be my target for Nemesis. And as always, none of this is financial advice. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, share the videos. Really appreciate all the